Hi Capricorn and welcome to Esotera Tarot. My name is Lydia and today I am pulling energies and messages for the side of Capricorn for the month of November. And as usual, I set the intention for this reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So if this reading isn't resonating with you, Cappy, then don't worry about it. Just pop over to one of my other videos and check one of your other placements. I'm sure you'll find yourselves in there somewhere. So hello happy Cappies, how are we doing today? Thank you so much for joining me here in the Zen Den at Esotera Tarot. If it's your first time here, then welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today we're doing a monthly overview for the month of November, and at the very end we will take a sneak peek into the first week of December for you as well. I decided to go with Celtic Cross for these readings. It is the best spread for a comprehensive overview of the month. We get to get a general flavour of what's going on to begin with, and then it allows us to go into a deeper dive clarifying each of the cards. We're going to start on this side of the table, guys, with the original Wide Rider weights. We're going to go into the crossing and see where you're currently at, what you're leaving behind and what you're looking at. On this side of the board we will go into the pathway. That will be any obstacles or challenges that are coming towards you during the course of the month that you may need to know about, and also some triumphs too. And with that, Cappy, if you're ready to rock and roll, so am I. Let's just jump into the crossing and see what's going on with you. Can you show me Capricorn, please? Can you show me Capricorn? Hey, Capricorn. What's going on for my happy Cappies this month? Let's see what's coming up for Capricorn for the month of November, please, Spirit. And thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Capricorn. Capricorns. Okay. Oh, the Queen of Wands. Hello, Cappy. Starting off strong. You're feeling very confident at this time. I'm just moving some of these bits out of the way, Cappy. I seem to have encroached onto the board. Anyway. So you're feeling really good. You're coming up in your confidence. You're focusing on attracting good energies. That's good. Okay. In the crossing, we have the High Priestess. Okay. Intuition's coming online. That's interesting. Let's see what's going on. In the exit, we have the Hermit. Not surprising with this Queen of Wands energy. Some of you may have been coming out of a bit of a period of reflection, maybe some healing, deciding what it is you want to do. And now you're like, okay, I'm ready to go. But you're allowing your intuition to lead the way. I like that. In the supportive energy, the Knight of Pentacles, yes, there we go. In the Crown, we've got the Page of Swords. So you're going along nicely there, Cappy. You're making a plan, but at the same time, you're on the lookout for any potential dangers or obstacles or anything that might come your way. Well, if that's the case, Cappy, you've come to the right place. And in your focus, the King of Wands. Okay, some of you are looking to partner up. You might have someone specific in common, or it might be that you are just looking for a partnership in general. It could be romance. It could also be business, but I'm getting with them being the Wands, it may be yeah, something steamy at the very least. Now we're going to go into the pathway. I will explain all the cards and their positions as we go along, so you know what I'm talking about. So in your higher self advice, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. It looks like an opportunity to partner up is coming your way, Cappy. In the environment, sorry, this card is just too perfect, Cappy. In the energy that surrounds you and you might not be aware of it, the Ace of Cups. Oh, I think you are aware of it. Or at least I think you're aware of your intention to find a romantic connection. I'm getting very much romance here. You're aware of your intention. Some of you may not be aware how close by it is. Or some of you are aware you have a specific person in mind. And in your hopes and fears, the King of Swords, understandable. If you're already looking to connect with somebody, maybe in the past some of you have connected with somebody, felt deeply for them, and maybe they didn't feel the same way. I say that because the King of Swords can be quite cold. I mean, he's a good king. He's very honest. He's clear. He's direct, but he's also detached. So maybe some of you in the past may have experienced such an energy around you that you tried to connect to, but they kind of weren't having it. So that could be a fear. But in a hope, maybe also a little bit of detachment. Some of you in the past may have attached too deeply with someone and maybe created a bit of a codependent kind of situation, and you lost yourself a little bit in that connection. So I can understand why that's both a hope and a fear for you, Capricorn. And in the outcome, we have the Knight of Cups. Oh, wonderful. Okay, some actual action around love. I always associate the Knights, well, generally they are associated with movement, but movement doesn't have to mean physical, going from one place to another. It can mean that, but I also associate it with action, like you're actually doing something to connect to someone else. It stops being a dream, a hope, a wish, and actually becomes a little bit of reality. Even though the Knight of Cups is still a bit dreamy and ethereal, you know, it's not the Knight of Pentacles, but your intention here in the supportive energy is to make something real out of whatever it is the Knight of Cups has to offer. Okay, with that, Cappy, we're going to jump in and start clarifying and get some more details. I'm just letting the decks do whatever they want today, and I believe the Egyptian Art Nouveau would like to come out and clarify your crossing. I will then use another deck to clarify the pathway. It is the best way to spot any corresponding energies. Okay, right, can I please clarify the Queen of Wands there, please? The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, please. Can we get some detail for Capricorn and the Queen of Wands there? In Capricorn's current energies, please. The Queen of Wands. Now, it's King or Queen, please. We're not reading genders here. This is just energies. So the Queens are the expression of internal energies, and the Kings are expression of external energies. So this is not gender, it's just energy readings. Okay. Right. Can I please... You're basically wanting to draw someone to you, or you are drawing someone to you at the same time someone is actively being drawn towards you, if that makes sense. Okay, right. For the Queen of Wands, oh, we've got the Devil. Okay. The Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. Oh. Cappy, do you already know this person? You showed me here, there's an attachment here that's draining you. I'm not sure if it's this King of Wands. But Five of Pentacles, well, there's a great change in your emotional and physical environment. There's that too. But it's tied up to an attachment. The attachment doesn't look great, if I'm honest with you. Because the Devil doesn't always mean bad attachments. It just means there is an attachment in some cases. Here with the two fives next to it, Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles. Fives are the number of change. So either something is changing around a current attachment that you have. Possibly this person. I'll find out when we go over there, but I'm getting more drawn. It's this personal energy is attached to this hermit energy that you're leaving behind. That may have been the reason why you are trying to actively detach from something or someone else, so you can move in a brand new direction. But before I go down that road, Cappy, I'm going to keep clarifying, starting with your High Priestess. Okay, for the High Priestess, we have the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Wands again, and we have the Page of Cups this time. Okay, yeah, it's about where you're investing your energy. I see that you have a responsibility or something that has been holding you back from actually going towards what it is that you actually want. So the Page of Cups, sometimes it's about apologies, but not always. It's just a new expression of love, an interest, an intrigue, a curiosity. He represents a new opening up of the heart space. And then with the Queen of Wands, which is in this case representing you, is also attached to the Seven of Pentacles, which is about investments. And since it's attached to then the High Priestess, it's about something that you feel either emotionally or something maybe even physically, as it is Pentacles, like you have to give part of your energy to something else, and you feel that that's kind of holding you back from going forward to somewhere new. Now I'm going to clarify that Hermit. I have a feeling we might get a few more answers in the Hermit, see exactly what that is for you there, Cappy. All right, so I mean, some of you, this might not be another person. It might be that you have a very demanding job or something like that. So it's infringing on your freedom to be able to go out and date. Something doesn't have to be exactly that, but that's kind of what I've got. That is, however, about to change. It's something that you find is very weighing on you at the moment. But with it being under the number 5, I'm confident that will change soon. Especially your desire to change it is there, which is basically a big indicator of something's going to change. It's usually when a person wants to change something. Yeah, there we go. The 9 of Pentacles. Yep, we've got the Emperor up there. So in this deck, the Emperor and the Hierophant look very similar. And the 4 of Swords, something that suited you once is probably not suiting you anymore. You've been spending a time trying to realign with yourself, get a sense of grounding and confidence. There is a real strong sense of independence here that you're leaving behind. It's almost like you had to be independent, or you had to be single, or you had to be by yourself, or do something by yourself in order to keep the peace. If you weren't by yourself, it would have caused problems in other areas in your life or with other people. But now you're getting quite frustrated with that situation there. So you're wanting to break free from that, and you're looking for new partnerships. So this is coming across quite strange actually to be Capricorn, because usually when I have this combination of cards of someone being committed to something else while wanting to move forwards elsewhere, it's usually like another particular person or something like that. I'm not seeing you attached to anyone, and that's almost like you've had to be detached from people in order to keep harmony within your life, that you've had to do things by yourself, that you've had to stay single and strong and build by yourself, or else it would have rocked the boat for other people or other situations. And I hope that resonates with you, Capricorn. Is what I'm seeing in the cards here. I don't know exactly what we're talking about here, but it seems that period is coming to an end, or at least you are putting an end to it, because you're saying, no, I'm looking for my other half now. I'm looking for a counterpart, either in romance or in business. I can't do this by myself anymore. Okay, right. In the supportive energy there, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, we've got the Queen of Swords. We've got the Temperance card in reverse. I'm not surprised to see her there. And then we've got the Ten of Wands. Not surprised to see them either. So in the supportive energy, that frustration that you're feeling in this current situation, Capricorn, is actually your greatest strength at the moment. Okay, it's actually supporting your movement onwards. The universe is saying, good, you should be frustrated. You should not be trapped in this situation against your will. If you're choosing to stay by yourself and do things by yourself, that's one thing. But I don't believe this is a choice. I think you're choosing to do it because to make other people happy rather than yourself. With Temperance in reverse there, the universe is saying enough is enough. Like, you've done this for long enough. It's time to make a move. Now, making a move now is going to require you speaking some inner truths. Queen of Swords. You've got to say something to somebody. It is about making a new plan. Knight of Pentacles, into how you could maybe shift some of the responsibility that you may be currently carrying onto somewhere else or elsewhere, so you have more room to roam, should I say, or something of that nature. Okay, can we please clarify the Page of Swords in the crowning energy there? The Page of Swords for Capricorn in the crowning energy. Death, yeah, okay. Change. Death is change. Hang on a minute, I'm being drawn to look at this card more closely. 1 second. Yeah. Okay, so if you notice in the Death card, there's quite a few people in this card, actually. One has had to be done away with. He's there at the bottom of his legs. I'm just make sure you can see that. The other two are still standing. They have not been breathed. What does the reaper do? Reaped? They've not been reaped yet. One is pleading, the other one's looking down at the child, and this is about new beginnings. So he seems to be making a judgment call on whether or not to reap the priest, which is beliefs. He seems to be leaving the mother and the baby alone, which is rebirth and new beginnings. It's a very interesting card, the Death card, when you really look into it. And it's called, like, look at the card, that's going to be relevant for some of you. So there's a particular aspect of your life that is coming, that needs to come to a close. Not all of it. You're not going to tear the house down, okay? It seems like your beliefs or your structures or what it is that you want for yourself, your traditions, your values remain intact. New beginnings remain intact. But there's something or someone in your past that needs to be reaped out, okay? Then we've got Justice. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. And then the Knight of Cups, who's also up here. That's when you can move. And that's what you're watching out for. It's almost like you're looking out for opportunities where you can almost escape some kind of situation. But it means by escaping, you'll be actually cutting out an aspect of your life that's not serving you anymore. And that's the aspect that for some reason is keeping you single. I'm talking to single Cappies here. This is not a partnered Capricorn. If you are partnered, or I mean partnered in either like romance or business. So if you've already got a partner, you've already got a business partner, you're partnered everywhere. It's probably not your reading, but in some aspect of your life, you've had to remain by yourself. And it's about you making a decision to make that cut. But before you do, you're gathering more information, you're ensuring it's the right thing to do, and that it's balanced, just discard, and that your heart's in it to do it as well. So that's the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups only pours his cup into things he's got his heart into doing it. So it'll be a choice that you'll be wanting to make to cut this out, not one that you feel you're forced to make, okay? All right, for the King of Wands, very interested in who or whatever this is in your focus here. We have the Moon. Okay, all right. I'm going to I'll hold off before saying anything else. We have the Page of Wands and we have the Seven of Cups. Whoa, okay. I believe that you are looking for a King of Wands. The Moon is the unknown. The Page of Wands is curiosity, opening up to new things, and you're opening up to the Seven of the Seven of Cups, which is choices, multiple choices, options. Almost like the world becomes your platter here, Capricorn. You are free to move in multiple directions at this point, and it's about making the right choice to you. You are only interested in things that make you excited, happy, fun, light. You're not looking for drama, you're not looking for some confusion, but you are acknowledging there with the Moon that there are going to be some unknown elements. This is a journey into the unknown. So I'd say for many of you, it's not a new partner, it's you seeking a new partner. They seem to be on the way, whoever this is. If you do have a particular person in mind, it's that you don't know them very well and you're not really sure how things are going to pan out. Excuse me, Cappy, I gotta have my cup of tea. You know, I am English after all, right? You're not sure how things are going to pan out. You think it might go this way, it might go that way, but you would like to free up more time to explore those options, whichever side of that camp that you're falling on, Capricorn. Okay, right, so who would like to jump out to clarify the pathway? I am getting the Wandering Star wanting to come out for you guys. Okay, Wandering Star, thank you so much. Spirit, please can you let me know about the Ace of Pentacles in Capricorn's higher self advice? Okay, can we please get the Ace of Pentacles for Capricorn's higher self? Oh, okay, that one then. Four of Wands, yeah, commitment. Do you know what? That came up upside down. It just flipped itself the right way up. It's like, no, this isn't going to be a bad one. This is going to be a good one. Seven of Wands, yeah, blocked. You didn't see that, yeah. And the Six of Swords, yeah, okay. So you are moving towards an opportunity to connect with another person. Now, this is not visible to you yet. Seven of Wands, it's currently blocked to you. However, the Six of Swords is basically a little, not guaranteed. Tarot never guarantees anything. It just picks up on the current energies that are at play. At the moment, energetically at least, you are drifting towards this situation, whatever situation it is. So again, it could be somebody that you've got your eye on, and maybe, you know, after you free yourself from this, you can go on a date with them. Or maybe you go on a dating site and the person you'll find is there. Or something like that. Or you're looking for a new business partner, because it is Pentacles after all. We can't discount. And Pentacles can be, I mean, you're an earth sign, so with earth sign, Pentacles and Cups are not that different. You kind of see them as the same thing. I say that as a fellow earth sign. We see them as opportunities and also ways to ground. So we associate the Cups, which is usually the dream, but the Pentacles can also just be a reality or a grounding offer, which if it is romantic is something that earth signs naturally gravitate towards, and the earth signs will often show the Ace of Pentacles as an opportunity in love as much as the Ace of Cups. But the fact that the Ace of Cups is here as well, right next to the Ace of Pentacles, kind of reinforces that it might be that for you, Capricorn. But you are drifting towards that. But you may reach a block before you actually get to commitment. If that block remains when you reach this opportunity, it may be due to you having not released this situation yet. That's why it's blocked to you. This situation where you're having to stay by yourself for whatever reason, it is blocking that opportunity to actually connect with whatever this is in real life. I mean, it could just be something like scheduling conflicts, that sort of thing. Okay, for the energy that surrounds you, you may not be aware of it. We have the Ace of Cups. Can we please clarify that Ace of Cups, please, Spirit? Can we clarify that Ace of Cups? We have the Page of Swords in reverse. Now, the deck came out reversed. It came out reversed. I'll take it reversed. And then you saw me reverse that deck there. We've got the Devil in reverse, but that's really good. Okay, and we've got the Two of Cups, but that's also in reverse. Wow, okay, this is interesting. Oh, okay, this is the older energy. I thought this Two of Cups would have been the new person. It's not. So whoever it is, I think it's a person that you're attached to. For some reason, I'm getting the scenario of, say you are co-parenting. I'm not saying this is everyone. This is just kind of the vibe. Say you're co-parenting with somebody, and if you get in a new connection, they begin to give you grief. That's kind of the scenario that's playing out here. Now, it could be you're in a business with somebody and you want to branch off and make a little side business. But as soon as you do, that other person you're in business with starts complaining at you and wanting you to do more because they don't really like that your attention is divided. So at some point, and I see this side of the board, Cappy, being in the later halves of the month, you are going to detach from whoever or whatever this is, I don't believe they're going to be very happy about it, but at the same time, I also see that there's not really much they can do. The Ace of Cups energy is far, far too strong and surrounding you for a brand new emotional beginning, that whatever you're attached to here is just going to either naturally fall away in time, or you will do a cut that's quite quick. I'm leaning more into a quick cut because of the Page of Swords. We have sword energy in there. There is also, though, a potential for a miscommunication. So I think a miscommunication might come up with this person. It's almost like, I don't like to say excuse, but your opportunity to go, right, that's it, I'm done, we can't do this anymore, it's not working, that sort of thing. And this person just falls away from you quite suddenly. The Devil's in reverse. I mean, you've basically got the same upright cards, more or less. They're now reversed over here. Okay, interesting, Cappy. You're turning everything on its head this month. Okay, can I get the King of Swords in the hopes and fears? I'm getting the vibe this month might be associated with whoever it is you're leaving behind. That one wants to come out. Okay, any more? Any more want to flip out before I pick this one? Okay, any more? This one, just the top one. Okay, right, doing in order. We have the Seven of Pentacles, yeah. The Ten of Swords, and then we have the Ten of Wands in reverse, lightening that load. You have the Ten of Wands under here. So suddenly the load lightens, an ending occurs. Yep, that's the Ten of Swords. And the Seven of Pentacles, you start reinvesting. I think in your hopes and fears, this King of Swords, I think might be you, Cappy. So you want to cut off from whoever this is, but of course there's going to be a little bit of fear about it because you don't know what the repercussions of that are going to be. Is this person going to hound me forever? Or this situation keep cropping up in the future? Maybe I will live to regret it. Maybe something bad will happen. It's more you focusing on the fallout in reality as what might happen. And if you were to stay in a place because you were worried about what might happen to your material environment, even though your heart isn't in it, Cappy, that's a life half lived. That's actually what they refer to when they say a life half lived, is when people do things out of duty rather than because their heart's in it. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying we should all just, abandon our posts and dance off into the fairy forest. No, it's about balance. We all have responsibilities and duties and things we don't really want to do. It's just part of life. But when that's 100% of your life, that's an imbalance. You need to have half of your life for you and the other half for your responsibility, roles and duties. Now, I don't know who this is that's attached to you, but they seem to be wanting all of you to themselves without really actually having you. Because you're on your own. It's not like they're partnering up with you and you two are 50-50 on a project and you're just suddenly bouncing out the door, leaving them to everything. No, I feel that somebody is putting a disproportionate amount of responsibilities onto you. So you then can't go and do anything else, deliberately or not. For some of you at least, I'm getting this person is doing this deliberately, because I see on the later half of this month, for some reason, you are really worried about what this person's going to say or do about this. Even though the connection no longer stands, you've broken away from it. Okay, I want to know what's going on with this Knight of Cups, because it seems like you're soldiering on regardless though, even though it is a worry for you. So it's like, yeah, I want to break away from them, but whether or not it'll be a clean break, I don't know. I think it will, because you've seen the Ten of Wands is upside down. Your responsibilities are dropped by the Ten of Swords. An ending. And the Seven of Pentacles is about reinvesting. There's an ending over your investment into whatever or whoever this was. But I think it might be you feeling a bit guilty or something like that. But basically taking a slice of your own life for yourself. You shouldn't do that, Cappy. I mean, you've got to breathe a little bit, Go out and smell the roses. Okay, can I get the Knight of Cups, please? Oh, Knight of Cups. We've got the Creator in reverse. I don't like that. To be honest, Cappy, this deck is all sorts of ways, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, and then we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Don't like that either. And then we have the Empress. Oh, that's it. You're just going to take a little while to get used to this. So you break free from whatever this is. You find yourself with quite a bit of free time, or at least free resources, because you're broken away from this. It's almost like you don't know what to do with it. You feel great initially. You're like, oh, wow, I can breathe again. And then your Six of Pentacles goes in reverse. I think you've gotten so used to a status quo that when a new status quo presents itself, you're like, oh, what do I do with it? But the one thing you're trying to do is stick close to your heart through it all, which is brilliant. And there's creative energy building up in you from within that is actually propelling you forwards. You're not connected with that though. So the creator is very similar to the magician. But the magician is kind of more concerned with like environmental change. I mean, to be honest, the traditional magician is concerned with both environmental and internal change. He is. But in this deck, they're two different cards. There's the magician, external changes, the creator, internal changes, or at least using internal changes to create external changes. I don't know if I'm making sense. There's a new creative energy coming towards you, but you're not in touch with it. I think maybe you haven't felt it for a long time. I think it's something within you that has been dormant for a while because it's been burdened under all these responsibilities and expectations and rules that you've been following. You've been in a very contained box at the until now, Cappy. Now you break free. The world is your oyster. You're like, oh, okay. What am I doing here then? The energy is there for you to grab it. You're just not grabbing it, or you're not seeing it for some reason. But you have the ability. You come up as the Empress or the Emperor. Again, we do not read genders on this channel. Okay, I'm going to jump into the first week of December for you. The below deck seems to want to come out for you, Cappies, about that. Can I please take a look? Some cards, please, for the first week of December. I want to see what's going on there for Cappy. I'm always getting like Bambi vibes. Do you know when Bambi comes out from the woodlands and he's in the meadow and he's all wobbly and afraid? You're a bit like that. And I think it's because you're hit suddenly with lots of different choices that you can move towards down here. Under the King of Wands. This King of Wands could also be you, Cappy, your external expression. You've had to keep it all bottled in under the Queen of Wands. Now you can express it externally elsewhere. And you're just going to have a hell of a lot of options coming up. A lot of opportunities coming in. But there's one particular that you've got your eye on that you really want to connect to. It almost helps as a driver to go, you know, brush off this controlling energy that you've got attached to you. And I don't believe the energy is being, you know, overtly controlling. It's like a covert kind of control. Anyway, enough waffling from me. Let's get into the first week of December. Oh, good. Four of Swords. That's what we like to see there, Cappy. The High Priestess fully online. You see, when we went back here into the beginning of the month, she was only coming online. She's now fully online by the first week of December. Wonderful. And the moon, something unknown is on its way towards you. I believe it's under this King of Wands energy because you're now matching King of Wands energy. Although you don't realise it because your creator and your Six of Pentacles is upside down. And this, you're moving towards someone or something. I think the majority of people haven't met this person yet. Some of you know who the person is, you just have no idea which way it's going to go. I think it's going to go in a really good way, but you're super aligned. You've got the Four of Swords. You're aligning with something that is currently unknown to you. Alignment, Four of Swords. The High Priestess is your intuition and you're basically your cosmic energy. And then the moon, the unknown. There's also going to be in that first week, you're going to realise how far you've come and how much you've evolved, because the moon is also associated with personal evolution. So I think you have evolved a lot over the course of this month if you're doing this. There's also more evolution to come with whoever or whatever is on its way to you now. It's going to mark a turning point in your at least recent life. Okay, can we get some advice from the universe, please, Spirit? Some advice from the universe for Capricorn? Some advice from the universe for our Cappies, please. Some advice from the universe, please. Some advice. Some advice. Balance, justice. That's what you were seeking out here in the Crown. Justice between what it is that you want to do and all your responsibilities that you need to get done. You know, you've got to cut some things out. It seems like balance is actually restored in the reality for you, because that was your intention overall for the reading. When I do the universal advice, I always see it as yes, this month, but also a bit into next month as well, because it does cover the first week of December. So it'll be into December as well, where you'll start feeling and seeing that balance in your life being restored. Oh my goodness, 10 of Cups. Happily ever after and emotional fulfillment. Wonderful. And then Capricorn, what are you doing to me? It's King of Wands. I mean, he doesn't look so attractive on this card. I mean, he is a big barrel of snakes. People see this card, they're like, I don't want him. No, it's not that. Snakes are healing and transformation. I have to tell people this all the time. People forget that. Why do you think there's a snake on the sign for on the hospitals? It's like a staff and a snake. That's wisdom and healing. Snakes are healing. They're not evil. Okay? So, some healing energy. I believe in the form of a person. That's twice we've had the King of Bows. You're heading straight into a King of Wands. Sorry, King of Bows is King of Wands. The King of Wands. You're heading straight into a King of Wands here, and it's associated with emotional fulfillment. This is also your energy, just expressing yourself and whoever you are, and you'll attract that person into your life. But it's balanced, it's healing, and it's harmonious. Justice. Finally. Okay, Cappy. I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please leave a comment below. Let me know what's going on, guys. I love chit-chatting with you down there. If you enjoyed the video, then please give it a little thumbs up, and thank you so much for sharing your energy with me, Capricorn, and chilling with me here in the Zen Den. And with that, Cappy, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next time, take care.